Welcome everyone to Combo Crisis on Infinite Medias. So, woo boy. Wow. Yeah, it's just, I don't know really what to say upon well, somebody fucked up. Of course, if maybe out of loop a bit, which I get. Yeah. Okay, so I just gonna let everybody know this is not gonna be like at least from the two previous videos of where it's a lot more scripted. This is gonna be more of a sort of kind of loosey-goosey of, well, me kind of like sort of rambling on, but rambling on, as you can tell, very loosey-goosey. But I do have my little notes with me and my little notepad. But yeah, let's talk about that Spider-Man deal that happened between Disney and Sony. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna keep going, kind of go back and forth with this, so that way I'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So you see me kind of go like this? Yeah, you know the reason why for. Okay. So, here's what's been going on. And this is what I've been kind of reading and what I've been knowing about like a little bit here and there. Sony pulled the rights, the Spider-Man rights, the cinematic yeah. Sony pulled the rights, the movie rights to Spider-Man from Disney, and apparently a deal that kind of gone bad. And this is how it came about it. Disney wanted 50% of the box office shares because, hey, Spider-Man makes a lot of Spider-Man made a lot of money, so why not? Yeah, you see that box office? Shit, we need some of that. And well, Sony's like, nah, no, nah, 50%, nah, dog, nah, because well, Disney already has about, well, let's see, I want to say all of the profit or shares to like all the Spider-Man merchandise already. But of course, at least this is my understanding, so from what I've read, so maybe some people out there can tell me like, hey, no, this is what actually happens. So yeah. Disney only earns about 10% of the box office profit. Ergo with the whole like 50%. And on top of that, they put in, from what my understanding, their money and also their production into to all the Spider-Man movies, from Spider-Man Homecoming to Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, so pretty much is a whole negotiated deal that kind of went wrong, from my understanding of it. And this is where, well, I'm gonna say there's, well, it's a bit kind of ugly since there's no really who's in the right, who's in the wrong, because, well, again, with Marvel, they put in, their whole production and their money into these Spider-Man movies. And, well, they've been really damn good live-action Spider-Man movies. Of course, they have the merchandise deal. Disney has, the merchandise rights to all, like, the Spider-Man merch and what have you. And, well, just like Spaceball says,
merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
And even though they gain, 10% of the box office, pretty much Sony gained about 9% of that. So yeah, like I said, it's a fairly big, ugly mess, very complicated, and this is how I really feel about it. Like, it's a very big. They're both in the right and they're both in the wrong. I already said my piece with both Disney and Sony. Sony not gonna get that, see that any of that merch deal, that merch rights to it. So, you know, they need like, you know, a box office, you know, and like, hey, and all of that. Pretty much, it sucks. You know, what can you do at this point in time? You know, according to some people who choosing, you know, between one and the other, you know. People are choosing for Marvel/Disney because, hey, their movie been great. You know, all the Marvel movies, they've been quite well. Their quality is A+, yo. Fuck Sony. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, fuck that shit. Of course, if you want to take more of the moral high ground of it, and it's an article that I did saw. I didn't get the chance to actually read it. But apparently, both Marvel and DC didn't offer any condolences. It didn't say they're sorry towards the daughter of Stan Lee when Stan Lee died. Didn't, you know, they, I guess, didn't give any respects, anything like that to the daughter of Stan Lee. I think maybe Sony Pictures did. I don't know about that. Just to clarify, you know, that's something I really have really read upon, but if you want to take a more high ground with Sony, you could do that. I'm not taking any sides because, again, they're both in the right. This is how can I feel they're both in the wrong. All this, plain and simple, it's about money. Fuck the fans. I mean, shit. You know, who gives a damn that whether or not, like, you know, of anything whatsoever. You know, oh, you take a little bit of this, well then, nah. Nobody can really make some negotiation of what they really, you know, of what they can come turn to. This is just, you know, for me, you know, of my little idea of it, is that what they could have done or did was this. Disney could have just, hey, we just need maybe about 25, you know, instead of going for like 50, you know, I can see, you know, that 50 is very high. Or maybe they want to play kind of ball with that, you know. They start with 50% and then they kind of lower it down. That's just my observation towards it. That's just me just speculating a little bit. That maybe you want to kind of go down like a little bit to like about maybe 30%, maybe about 25%. Because if that was the whole thing about it, they want to go to 25%. You know, maybe 20% would be the best choice of it. And Sony can take about like 30% of the merch rights to it. So that way, everybody's happy. Disney will be able to keep the rights to Spider-Man and what have you, blah, blah, blah. You know, sunshine and rainbows. But no, fuck all that shit, you know. That's where they're both wrong towards it. In my point of view, it's all about greed. That's all what it is. That's all what it was. They both want that, all that moolah, that money. Disney, they saw that box office money. Shit, we want some of that. Oh, well, Disney, you got some of that merch rights to it. Give us some of that. Because we want that moolah, we want that money. What the buy? And this is where everything gonna go off the rails because I didn't take any notes about this. So I might kind of go blabbing all over the place like I've been doing right now. What does the future holds for this live interpretation of Spider-Man? That's a good ass question. From what I've read, and again this is from what I've read and seen here and there, Sony is going to continue on with the Tom Holland Spider-Man, just without the whole MCU connection going on. Like, yeah, we're going to continue this whole thing, just, you know, ignore that whole MCU thing that's been happening for about, like, 5 or so years since Captain America so forth. Let's forget all about that. So they're probably gonna do that and have him do all these kind of shenanigan things where, like, him and that Venom from the Venom movie, they're gonna meet up probably. He might meet up with, like, you know, the Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse thing with the whole multiverse Spider-Man thing. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, probably. And And again, from what I kind of read as well, or at least kind of saw upon, it seemed like Marvel / Disney, like, I guess that was kind of worst case scenario about it, where whether or not how the deal kind of goes down to, this is what we kind of have planned for all of Phase 4. I think that's why, you know, you didn't see like a lot of you know, all like the Phase 4, like usually when the whole Marvel like announced like this is happening for Phase 4, and you see all the movies that's happening, what have you. Even though sometimes it does change a lot, so you now might get this movie or that movie. But that's why Spider-Man was kind of left out of the loop, because his future was kind of uncertain at that point because of the whole negotiation and the whole deal process. So yeah, so I guess because of that, Marvel doesn't have the rights, and yeah. So Sony is going to do what the fuck they're going to do with Spider-Man. They have no director, but they do have the actor, and so they could do whatever with that interpretation of it. Now, this is me kind of speculating, again, just speculating on what I think what could be the future of this interpretation of Spider-Man. And this is me just thinking about it. Maybe maybe Disney and Marvel would be like, okay, maybe we need to try this whole negotiate thing again. At the very least, maybe the whole thing about, like, you know, there's no Spider-Man in between all of this. So maybe they can have some kind of deal that, okay, you know, I would probably go with my little thing. We're like, okay, make it like we can get some of the profit at the box office, but you can get, you know, like 35% or maybe 40, who knows, of the whole merch deal. And maybe somewhere down the line, I'm guessing. That's why I want to say, I want to give it like, I want to see, this is me be more optimist of, I want to give it a good like month or two. Who knows? Maybe take about a good year until, hey, Spider-Man's back. Hooray! But again, that's more of a speculation on my terms of it. And being more of an optimist, and I don't want to be a pessimist about this. I'm not choosing any side stories, like I already said. And that's how I really kind of feel my thoughts about it. So, yeah! It's a pretty much this whole video thing is not something I'm gonna do for every single news thing, but it's something I saw. I'm like, you know what? Let me put my thoughts and feeling towards it, you know, about this whole negotiating with the whole Spider-Man deal with Disney and Sony and blah blah blah. Like I said, how about that money? Fuck the fans and all that. But yeah, I still think, again, but just overall, I think Disney / Marvel is gonna get those rights back, and we're gonna see that particular Spider-Man come back and do all types of Avengers and stuff, and join with the Avengers again. Again, I think. Who knows? That's for the future. Anyways, thank you for watching this video of me just kind of going off and what have you. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button in case you haven't been subscribed so you can watch more new content. Again, I'm not going to do this for every single news outlet that comes, but this is pretty much where if I see something, I'm going to talk about it. If it's a new trailer come out for whatever comic thing, whatever, I'm going to have my thoughts about it, maybe do like a little reaction, I just do like a review of it, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you for watching. Again, hit click, subscribe, like, what have you. You want to comment down? Please comment down. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a good morning, night, noon, whatever you're watching this. Shit, what was I going to say? I forgot. Yeah. Oh. And tune in for more. Same review time, same review channel.